Check, 1 2, check 1 2. Let's do a show. Good morning, everybody. Episode 136 of the School of Shred. This is the show that's designed to help you shred your old and make better your new. We help you shred limiting beliefs, shred body fat, and anything that's not serving you, so you can create holistic fitness in your life, the combination of mental health, spiritual health, and physical health. We're here to talk to you daily, to give you daily quick hits on how you can better your life and relearn and rediscover your holistic health and fitness. So welcome to episode 136. For all you people jumping on live, go ahead and throw me a flex emoji in the comments. Say where you're at, where you're located. Let me know where Shred Nation is. Being part of Shred Nation is a full contact participating event, and Santa Claus would much appreciate it if you let us all know where you're at and you threw a flex emoji in the comments. So don't upset Santa Claus. Okay, go ahead. Flex emoji so you can warm them muscles up, because you're going to learn about Fitmas today. We're going to talk about Fitmas. So Merry Fitmas, everybody. We got one day until Christmas Eve. So it's really like a 2-day event for me. But there's 2 days until Christmas. So yay. What is your favorite Christmas movie? Think to yourselves. It's a rhetorical question for everybody who is listening to this and doesn't have an opportunity to answer. Well, if you're listening to this in your car, you could certainly answer out loud right now alone. That's fine. Depending on when you listen to this episode. What's your favorite Christmas movie? My favorite Christmas movie is Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Home Alone 1 and 2 are my favorite movies. My girlfriend and I, we watched Home Alone 2, which is favorite one. It's where he gets lost in New York. It's awesome, great movie with Macaulay Culkin. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. Poon's good. You got the Grinch. You got the original Grinch is good. Yeah. Comment what your favorite Christmas movie is in the comments. So today we got something to talk about, don't we? We've been doing this 3-part series on the 12 rules of fitness. And what this is basically 12 principles that I listed out that, I think that are the most important to create, more energy, power, and production inside your life. Optimizing hormone function, which will help you build muscle that creates more energy in the body. And I got a list of 12 things here. We're going to be wrapping 9 through 12 today. This is part 3, and these are the 12 things that that you should write down, and you get a full amount of value. And maybe you're doing, some of these. Maybe you can work on the other ones. So anyway, let's get into it. So this is episode 130, 12 rules of fitness. This is part 3. This is the last episode of the week. So let's jam. Shout out to everybody whose favorite favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard. Yeah, I see that in the comments. That's terrific. That is a great weapon. Don't forget about that one. So anyway, number nine. So I'm gonna go through all the ones that we have So let's take it from the top. Number 1 was create calorie deficit. Number 2 was control insulin. Number 3 was eat single ingredient foods, whole natural foods. Number 4 was drink more water than you think you need. All right. Number 5 was resistant to train most days per week. So 3 to 5 days a week is what I was talking about yesterday. And number 6 was move more. So track steps. Number 7 was stress less. Okay, so have some disciplines. Number 8 was visualize more, which is set goals and review them frequently. So number 9 today is prep for rest. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to talk about. So number 9 on the 12 rules of fitness is prep for rest. So this is something that I think is important to talk about. Of prepping the body for a good night of sleep. So not just finishing a movie and going down and trying to go to bed, or not just finishing some work on your computer and trying to lay down and sleep. I think this is why we have one of the reasons we have rampant insomnia. I have a lot of clients who have either sleep apnea or insomnia. You know, a lot of folks, their head is spinning at night when they go to bed, and so that can make it very hard to get good, deep, regenerative sleep. Okay, that regeneration time is the most important time to recover. That's when testosterone is highest. That's when our hormone is highest, or should be highest, rather. I've had clients that have this backwards, where the cortisol actually spikes beginning, like it's the morning, right before bed, about 10 o'clock at night. And so this takes a tremendous amount of work. It's frustrating if you have to experience it. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. So we want to do rest to help our circadian rhythm. And so how you can do that is blocking blue light several hours before bed. So right now we're in the winter months, so it's about 7 o'clock where I'm at. I don't know where you're at, where all the time it's getting dark, but this is a natural sign that you know, human beings are sun creatures. We're, you know, based off daylight, based off the sun. So when the sun goes down, it's natural for our melatonin to go up in us and for us to get sleepy and just to naturally sleep more during the winter. So I sleep a lot more during the winter. I sleep less during the summertime. Some of that has to do with vitamin D. But blocking blue screen light and then screen filters and blue blocking glasses, there's all sorts of awesome blue blocking glasses out nowadays. That stuff can really, really help you fall into a very relaxed state. So when you go to sleep, it's very effortless. You just go under and you're getting that good rest, recovery, you know, that regeneration, very regenerative sleep. The next thing is you can read an hour to 2 hours before, as opposed to watch television when you have this this blue light coming at you through your screens. Not to mention that you can create a nice quiet environment when you're reading, where you can put on something like smooth jazz or something like that. Some smooth jazz, some baby making music if you want to. That can help ease the body into a rest and digest type state. But in all seriousness, I mean, this can really help. This is something I do. You put on classical, and you just have those nice sounds. You know, not too loud. Try and read a little bit. This can help you fall into a state that is ready for sleep. The next thing is meditate. You know, we've talked about that. We talked about it yesterday with spiritual disciplines, but we can also use it to initiate sleep. Again, unfortunately, meditation for some, when I go to bring it up, is not taken as serious as it should be. You know, who have had a hard time in their whole life, I can see that there is a belief system themselves that is, I'm not going to be able to fix this. I've had clients many times over, when I go to offer up this, you know, do a 10-minute meditation before bed, they have a hard time sticking with it because they don't believe in it. But I'm telling you guys, this is a powerful way to get your body ready for bed, is to go and sit down, shut the door, put headphones on, download a good meditation app, sit upright. Don't just sit in bed and breathe. Sit upright, tape your mouth shut if you have to. In all seriousness, take Scotch tape, tape your mouth shut, drop the heart rate, sit on the ground and meditate. Like, truly try and meditate, and try to do a meditation, not a visual meditation where you try to picture things. Try to do a meditation where you don't think about anything for 10 minutes straight. So all you're thinking about is inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Okay? As you inhale, picture the word breathing in. It'll distract your thoughts. As you exhale, picture the words breathing out. I challenge you to try and do that for 10 minutes. Okay? And not let it wander, and then for you to not be relaxed. Guaranteed. If you can do that, if you can do 10 of no thoughts, if your thought pops in your head, you get taken with it, skip past the cloud, let it go, and then just go again. This will calm you down and get you ready for bed. Okay? Getting to bed with a dark, cool room. We've talked about that before. The body has to drop 1 to 2 degrees for us to get into deep stages of sleep. I have an Uller that runs cold water under my bed. I'm spoiled like that, but don't have your room too hot. what you can also do is take a shower right before bed, because what your body has to do is try to cool the body, and so that can help you fall into a deeper sleep, like a hot bath before bed or a hot shower. That can definitely do it, and then blackout curtains can help as well. Also, not having caffeine within 6 hours of bed, all right, that can alter your rest, your prep for rest. So that's number 10 is going to be train your circadian rhythm. So this is going to be comprised of a little bit of prep for bed that we just talked about, but then also stressing the body at the right time. All right. So what is circadian rhythm really? It comes down to stress and rest cycles throughout the day. Okay, we have this hormonal shift that happens as our day goes on. In a 24-hour time, there is basically a wave. There's many waves that happen. So when you wake up in the morning, as the light from outside hits your eyes, it wakes you up. Goes away, cortisol goes up. Something happens called the cortisol awakening response. Norepinephrine and epinephrine go up. So basically, you get shut in a fight or flight state. If you're sleeping in the morning, you're hard to get up. Cortisol awakening response. Things that can help that are black licorice extract, or licorice extract rather, as a supplement, or you can exercise, or you can get blue light produced in glasses, or that is a good time to look at screens, or coffee, green tea, whatever your caffeine drug of choice is. This can help produce a stress response. All right, so the best time to be blue light is going to be right in the morning. So real light though, so it's best to get outside. That would be the best thing to start to get your circadian rhythm trained where you want to be, which is waking up in the morning, being charged full energy, and then being sleepy when it comes to the night hours before bed. Okay. So I kind of hit all of those bullet points that I have on my notes here, which is hitting blue light in the morning, working out in the first half of the day. I've always worked out more in the afternoon, but if you're struggling with this awakening response, try to get some workouts in. If a hard workout or resistance training session is not something that you feel like you can do right now, get outside and go for a walk. Do something that's simple and more low-level activity, but it still gets you outside, it wakes the body up, and that can help your circadian rhythm and train it. So you get the stress response in the morning, or an awakening response. It sounds nasty. And then you have this rest response at night. All right. So in addition to that, at night you can have red light if you want to read. That's an option that you can do. Light blockers. And then caffeine. Caffeine is good in the morning, not good 6 hours before bed. So if I'm going to go to bed at 10, I'm going to have my last caffeine dose by 4 p.m. in the afternoon. All right. If I'm going to get up 5 in the morning, that's when I'm going to have my first dose of caffeine, if I'm going to have it that day. So that's something to look at. All right. Realize that if you're doing diet sodas and diet whatever, eating kombucha tea, which is totally healthy, totally good, there's going to be caffeine in that. So that type of stuff is best to have in the first half of the day. So you have your probiotic like a kombucha. I'm a big fan of kombucha. It's great. I like to make my own certain times of the year. And we're going to have to soften an arm and a leg to buy a bottle of it. But it's expensive. But anyway, that stuff is best done in the beginning. Caffeine is there in a fermented tea beverage. So anyway, and then you can switch over to non-caffeinated teas at night. And that's all of those for number 10. Number 11 is improved health. Do you think we're going to get all 12 of the rules of fitness without talking about gut health? So gut health, why is it important? Because the gut is now considered the second brain. You have 10 bacteria to 1 human cell in your body. Most of them reside in your gut. Okay, this is where immune function is really nourished. Your immune system is so closely tied to your intestinal health, your gut health. Okay, and so this is where, especially right now with what's going on in the world, our natural immune system has never been more important. Okay, I don't rely on external medicines rely on good, sound nutrition and rest and all the natural things that humans are designed for. If you optimize your health, you're going to have good immunity. One way you can do that is taking your gut health extremely seriously. Okay. There's no free rides, you guys. You got to put the work in. But if you put the work in, if you nourish it with rotating food sources, so every time you go to the store, try to get a new green vegetable or new vegetable. Try to get a new fruit. Try to get a carbohydrate source. You know, rotate your protein sources. Do a fish, then a chicken, then a beef. Throw some liver in there so you're eating nose to tail. If you're doing all of that, there is no better way to get your body healthy and optimize your health than doing that, than exploring all of the God-grown nutrition that's on this world already, that's in this, okay? From fruits, vegetables, meats, all that. When you rotate food, you're getting different profiles of micro and macronutrients, and this also helps diversify the gut microbiome, all right? The next thing is populate with probiotics. Probiotics are the good bacteria. Those guys go in the large intestine, and they help us ferment. Those guys with fiber, okay? So, you know, like I said, we have 10 bacteria to one human cell. So we are bacteria. We are more bacteria than we are human DNA. Okay, so I want you to sit with that for a second next time you're scared of bacteria, all right? We want to be clean. We don't want to be sterile, okay? Because you cannot do that. It's like when my mom started things with pesticides. Oh, it's okay. It just kills bacteria. It doesn't actually harm human beings. Well, we're bacteria, so anything that kills bacteria is going to kill your gut bacteria and put you at risk for disease and sickness. You don't want that. So put the good bacteria in, being probiotics, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha that I just talked about, you know, fermented milks and things like that. Bone broth is good for the gut. And because these probiotics, they feed off of fiber. They're called prebiotics. And so what happens when we eat vegetables, we eat some high fibrous grains and things like that, depending on what your macronutrient split is. That right there is going to help feed the microbiome, all right? And keep you regular and also have a good, healthy microbiome, all right? Good, healthy soil for you to grow your garden of health from. So next thing is reduce stress. Stress alone, being pissed off, being upset, having a negative mental attitude, all of this stuff can actually affect the gut. This has been shown in science. This is just, you know, woo-woo, kumbaya by the campfire. If you have a lot of stress in your life, you're going to alter your gut flora. I cannot tell you the amount of times that I had a client that's very stressed, and they also have autoimmune issues. They have poor digestion. They get issues. They're sick a lot. These things go together. We need to start connecting the dots. There's what whole health is. We take care of our mental health and our spiritual health and physical health because they all need to be present for us to be truly healthy. Okay. So if we want to improve our gut health, we need to reduce stress. Psychological stress, all right, things that we make up in the mind become physiological stress because it creates a physiological response. How does it do that? Well, we know cortisol and epinephrine, all those guys go up, and it also alters gut flora. The next thing you can do to improve your gut health is sleep enough. This de-stresses the body. So 7 an hour, you just went and do that. A cool, dark room, prep for bed, which was number 9 we went over. The last thing that I wanted to say that I already said was be clean, not sterile. Stop being so afraid of bacteria. Okay, you know, we're in a weird time right where everybody's so scared of you know, not being clean and scrubbing this and putting alcohol in this and antibacterial. You're being tricked and you're being duped. You are mostly bacteria. We have to wake up to this fact. So you need a turn bacteria. We don't want to get sick, but in order to build our gut flora, in order to build our immune system, we have to come in contact with bacteria, you guys. Okay, so don't. Okay? There's a reality here. We have to expose our body to little stressors in order to be healthy. What do you think resistance training is? You're exposing your body to a stress. It overcomes stress. There's an adaptation. Okay. You're never going to build the immune system. That's what the immune system is for. All right. So I'm going to get off my soapbox and I want to move on. Number 12 is enjoy the process, people. Enjoy the process. Be grateful. You don't engage in things like Sometimes you do get engaged in things. Maybe you'd rather do something else, but figure out what you like to do. Figure out, how do you like to eat? What works best for you? Within the parameters of what we would call healthy nutrition. What kind of workouts do you like to do? It's certainly okay to stick to those. I'm all in on any workout program as long as there's adherence and you're enjoying it. Enjoy this thing. This is how you're spending your time. And time is the most precious asset that we have. So it just literally just makes us unhappy, right? Because like as we just talked about, that can affect our gut microbiome and make us sick. I'm very confident that there is a big difference between making yourself work out because it's a new routine and you don't want to do it, which is healthy, and then doing a program that you just don't like and that it's not adding value to you. I believe that there's a difference there. There's certain things in life that when you're disciplined and you force yourself to do them, they make you a better person. They give you a better mental space. They give you, more peace between your two ears. There's a difference between that and then just doing stuff that you flat out don't like to do that doesn't value you, that makes you more depressed and all that. So, nutrition, all this awesome stuff that you're learning and that you're doing, enjoy the process. And lastly, be grateful that you're able to participate in better health. A lot of people out there that can't participate in better health. I've trained them, and then there's some people out there that have terminal illness that can't do anything, and they wish they could go for a walk today. There's people out there that give anything 15,000 steps in. They get a little bit emotional because this is how quickly we take things for granted. I got 9,000 steps a day. One bad diagnosis, one bad thing for that to all come crashing down. And so you do something for yourself today by being healthy, and you can be grateful that you're able to go and embrace the suck. Okay, to get back to being serious and not emotional here, because this is to be able to pursue better health and better fitness. All right, and so that is the way we will end it. So Merry Fitmas. Have a happy new year. We'll see you guys next week on Monday at 9 Pacific Standard Time. Have a great day. With that, be strong and healthy and relentless and energized in spirit. Determine your pursuits. That's about shred. Now go shred the day, shred the weekend, shred your presents, shred the wrapping paper. Get better in every way. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays to you. If you celebrate, Merry Christmas to you. All right. Much to everybody out there. Class is dismissed.